Hey guys, anybody that hops on or catches this later. So, we're still down in Orlando. I am in the middle of a afternoon break. I did not hit as many lectures today as I was planning on. Honestly, the speaker's a little bit dry, and the information is not going to get absorbed. So, Colleen and I hit the Expo Center a little bit earlier. I posted a bunch of videos and pictures from that. Some of you guys would have seen them. There goes yet another airplane. Or helicopter, not airplane. The weather is a chilly 47 degrees down here, actually. So it is not a warm afternoon out here in the Florida outside. But it's been the lectures I did hit this morning have been interesting, and the one I just got out of this afternoon, really talking about muscle in horses. So, muscle disorders in horses is not very widely, studied. And, people talk about tying up, and you talk about the genetic disorders, especially like PSSM, or the MYH, the HYPP, and a bunch of those other ones that are out there. But, how do you diagnose them? How do you make sure you're getting the right thing? How do you know you're doing the right treatments for it all? And so that was one of the first discussions this morning. And it was really interesting, actually, because there were a couple of muscular disorders that I was not even aware of. So I learned a couple of new ones. Hey, Linda and Ellie. I did learn a couple of new ones today. And that horses can actually go vitamin E deficient, especially those of us up in the Northeast. So selenium and vitamin E are definitely problems. You can test your horses for it. Hey, Linda Sue. Especially those that don't have a lot of grass to eat, and if your hay is not heavy or rich in vitamin E, it can cause issues with muscles in the horses and development of muscles in the horses. There are vitamin supplements that can be given, but you have to be very careful with vitamin E because it can cause other issues. So if you're gonna supplement vitamin E, you definitely want to talk with a veterinarian about it. That's for sure. So, I want to do a little bit more studying on the vitamin E and muscular development in horses for sure. I wish I had that one of those discussions back when I was running the bailout, especially because I think it would have been very beneficial in a lot of the horses that we had seen. And I'm pretty certain a few of the horses, now that I think back to some of them that had come through, very, very positive that many of them were definitely deficient in a vitamin E issue, and just a basic nutrient supplement would have turned things around completely different for a lot of those horses. And so it's really been super interesting to learn about that today. So, like I said, I really wish I'd learned that like the first couple of years. But here it is. Now I know. But as I've said before, the rescue work that we're doing is not going to stop. It's just slowing down right now because of, we're trying to catch back up on our own personal finances and stuff first before we start getting really heavy back into it. What symptoms would you see? So you know how a horse twitches its muscles here, I'll turn the camera around for a second. Ooh, God, what a dirty thing. Every day is a school day. That's exactly it. I'm trying to find a place to put this down. Just hanging out in the back of the car for a second. My feet hurt. What would you see? So, when a horse shivers its skin and, you see the flies fly away and stuff like that. Something like that could be constantly twitching. Constantly never stopping, never giving up. You're going to see a lot of muscle weakness. You're going to think that they're sore, but not able to kind of like pinpoint an area of where they're sore. No volume, All right, hang on a second. All right, if you can't hear me, or somebody can type this. If you can't hear me, go out and come back in. Yeah, okay, Ellie's got it. They're going to look like they're sore. They're going to want to lay down. They're going to be able to get back up. They're going to be tripod legged, so their hind legs are going to kind of sit underneath of them a little bit, and they're going to be really weak. So that's some of the symptoms that you're going to see in the kind of like a more severe vitamin E deficient horse. We saw a lot of that. We saw a lot of horses standing with their hinds end underneath of them. We saw a lot of them that were just kind of generalized weakness. They're just kind of sore, and you don't know why. And so a vitamin E deficiency is going to actually cause a lot of that stuff. And I'd never known that before. So that was something new that I learned. The more you know. So she was talking about some of the different supplements as well that they have, and she actually helped work with some of the veterinary hospitals in the country. The lady that is actually the speaker is the only veterinarian and the only research scientist to actually get started in muscle muscle rehabilitation and disorders across the world. And so she's actually worked with few other clinics, and they developed their own supplement to try to help with these animals. And so she talked about them. I don't remember off the top of my head, and I will post it later which one it was. But so that was really, really interesting. It showed how to do muscle biopsies in horses. You can do blood testing in them. It also talked about GBED, or GEBED. I'm sorry, GBED in foals, most commonly found in quarter horses. And it's fatal. GBED it's fatal. You use platinum. Yeah, it wasn't mentioned, but I'm sure it works. Because if you're not dealing with a deficiency issue or a chronic problem, a general supplement should be fine. But if you're testing your animals and you know what you're going to be breeding, don't breed GBED foals because they're never going to survive. And so you got to make sure you're doing your genetic testing in that manner. There was talking about a Oldenburg breeding farm in Canada that was having problems. They're actually going to develop eye issues as well because of the tocopherols in their system will build up, and it actually starts causing issues with the eye itself. And they only happened to find it because somebody did a pre-purchase exam, and the vet saw it and thought, well, that's weird. And so called in this whole team, and yeah. So, and interesting. It's been very interesting. We did some swag today. I've posted pictures of some of it. Some of it stuff I'm actually going to be offering to you guys, both as a giveaway and sale items. The Royal Canin, I posted the spin to win thing for you guys to be able to see. I'm not keeping the food scale. So that's going to go offered to you guys. It's for Royal Canin. What else we got? So far, this is what we got. A bag from Adequan. Got a hat. Bunch of bracelets that are coming around. They love to give away pens. We've got a pre-ready. Oh gosh. Brain. The puzzle square thing. We got some bag clips from Nationwide. Charging banks for phones and stuff. One of the places gave me a really good idea, so I'm not going to explain that thing entirely, but we got some keychains. These are the basic hair tie things that they've been kind of putting out. So it's literally just a piece of elastic knotted that's a hair tie. Thank you, Ellie. It's a Rubik's Cube. Bags from Zoetis. Bag from Hills. Bag from... Where's the other one? Oh, I'm in it. This bag. Stickers. Gotta have our stickers. Stickers. Notebook. Pins. So we've got some pins we're going to be passing along for you guys. So what else did I grab at Hills? Oh. Hand sanitizer from Hills. What else is in here? A little fidget ball from Hills. So stress ball. And then there was something else in here I was going to definitely offer with you guys. There was only a set of 2. They're Hills charms for Crocs. Croc charms. So those are cool. And we haven't even touched a quarter of the expo center. I haven't even touched it. This is the other thing we got. This one's Colleen's. Oh, she's got her own little pins all in here. Okay, cool. 2 different things here. This is a big stuffy. Okay, that's going to stay with us. And I think mine are going to end up going to the kids. But we got a clear book bag from Care Credit. And then we had these 4 little stuffed animals that came inside of that too. So, they know vets like the swag, and so they give us good swag, that's for sure. And then this was out of Merck. They did this last year too. So you took a picture of whatever animal that you wanted to use, and they turned it into a graphic art. And so that's Dragon. I had another one I used last year, Dragon and Finn. I'm going to try again tomorrow and get a different one with a different animal and see what happens if they'll let me do it. If so, maybe I don't know. I'll not do Finn again because Finn's was perfect already. But I'll have to find a picture of somebody else. But so yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now at this point. I did not get in the pool and I did not get in the hot tub last night. It was too chilly. Too chilly. There's a squirrel. And there's a country concert tonight we're going to go to. I don't remember who it is. And then we'll start up again tomorrow. So tomorrow is dentistry and horses. So I'm kind of interested to see what they have to say around the dentistry aspect of things. So it'll be interesting. Very, very interesting. There's a squirrel right up in the crook of that tree. If you guys don't mind, it looks like reactions and stuff and comments and things have been kind of low on the page. I don't know if it's just because I'm boring anymore or whatnot. If you don't mind, just kind of, if you get a chance, go through and just hit a like or put a comment or something in the posts and comments. I appreciate that. It's really, really easy, a free thing that you can do. Share anything that you think is cool. There's a Florida squirrel. So I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys that hang out and stick with me. And yeah. Alright, I gotta go walk the rest of the expo and see how things are going and what else we can find. You remember the pics from last year? I know, weren't they pretty? Oh, he left us. Oh, he's up higher in the tree. Oh, there he goes. Not that I need to be sitting here squirrel watching, but you know. Florida's a little chilly? Yeah, it's 47 degrees, Julie. It's too cold down here for me. I came down here for the sunshine. I'm getting some sunshine. It's cloudy today. So, take my book bag. I unfortunately am not going to be able to get any more pins. They're not putting any more out. So I am stuck with just Canada, Mexico, New Zealand, and the Netherlands. I've been looking for Great Britain. I've been looking for Ireland. I've been looking for the US. I can't find them. This is all that is out there. Either that or Japan, which I don't have any followers from Japan. India. No, not India. Someplace else. I don't have any followers from there either. So I'm stuck with just these 4. So that sucks. But I grabbed my little keychain of Lily, my good sweet child, because I miss my kiddos. So you gotta have snacks. You gotta have snacks. So, all right, I'm gonna go back in the building and go walk the expo a little bit. So, yeah, I'm having a good time. So, thank you, everybody. I appreciate you, and I need to figure out how to share all this info with you guys.